Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
Double honors to the apostles. And salutations, brothers, doing this thing sincerely, the truth, and with charity. And it's going to be a sit down, man. Brothers was watching this video and shit on Warsaw Hip Hop, and it just shows the wickedness of America, the confusion of America. All right, the confusion of America, and the wickedness of America, and the wickedness of niggas, man. Black culture, man. Mm-hmm. And basically, the bitch goes in front of the church, and this is supposed to be her testimony, but it wasn't no testimony at all. The bitch just says her stepfather used to rape her, and her mom knew about it. It caused this huge commotion and shit. Whether it was true or not, it's confusion, man, and there's wickedness. All right, and this place. It's no judgment coming out in this place, man. In fact, let me get that precept, man. This is, I believe it's Zechariah. This is Zechariah. Slack, Habakkuk 1 and 4. This is Habakkuk 1. I'm going to start at this is Habakkuk 1 and 1. The burden which Habakkuk 1 and 1. The burden which Habakkuk the prophet did see, O Yahweh, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? Even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save, man. That's what's out here. Just straight violence and chaos is running rampant out here, man. All right, lies and false doctrine reigns. So therefore, violence reigns, man. All right? It's just death that's ruined. Why dost thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth, man. Mm-hmm. And that's what this place is, man. Babylon, the valley of the shadow of death, man. Straight confusion and wrong judgments, man. All right? And him is technically no judgments, man. It's all against the scriptures, man. All right? So shit like that is running rampant because of the wicked vibration that's in the earth. And then when shit like that does happen, these people are so bugged out because they haven't been taught the truth. They don't know what is what. They don't even execute righteous judgment to deal with situations like that, man. All right, and it ain't just that one incident where this man is with this woman and rapes the daughter, and the mom knew about it. That shit happens a lot, man. A lot. The hell, there's people that actually sell. It shows up on the news all the time. People that sell their little babies to pedophiles for prostitution, man. They get caught. They pimp their damn little babies out, man. Shit like that happens, man. People laying with they moms and shit, they aunties and shit like that, man. All type of wickedness, man. Daughters, it'll be a mother-daughter that get into a threesome with a man, or be dealing with the same nigga. That's all wickedness, man. That's all confusion, and that happens under who watch, man? The Esau's. They put that foul spirit out there because they fucking heathens. They don't care, man. It used to be a joke. You know, it used to be a joke made about crackers that only did shit like that, man. You don't talk about crackers is filled with incest. But now niggas is heavy into that shit, man. It's a video of a bitch talking about how her mom and this bitch talking about how she taught her how to suck dick and all this shit. Like, it's crazy, man.
Oh, you keep going. Oh, okay. This Psalms 82 and 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of earth are out of course. And that's the thing, man. It's like, that's the thing, man. You know, our people is walking walking on in darkness, man. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing the truth. It's like that situation that happened in that video and stuff like that. They supposed to be put to death, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, it's either you're dealing with the mother or the daughter, not both, you know? And can I get that Leviticus real quick?
Let me get this real quick.
Okay, okay.
Start at 21.
This is Job 10 and 21. Before I go, whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. A land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death without any order, and where the light is as darkness.
That's right, man. Everything about this place is upside down, man. Like it says, the light is even as darkness, man.
Come.
That's the spirit of America. What's good is evil, and what's evil is good, man.
Come.
All right? They teach lies and pure wickedness, man. All right? All sexual immorality, all right, is at its height, man. Transgenderism's at an all-time high. And they saying pedophile. What did the guy say? He was like, these other pedophiles are the scapegoats. He said, well, he's a pedophile. He never harmed any kids. And they try to put pedophilia in a good light now. Mm-hmm. Just as they put bestiality. They try to put bestiality is legal in certain states. This is Babylon, man. This is spiritual Sodom.
Confusion.
Straight confusion, man. Burning in their lust. Because Sodom wasn't just gay sex. All right? It was just sexual immorality, man. Just wickedness, period, man. All right? And they was heavy into homosexuality. They was heavy into all manner of wicked sexual acts, man. Orgies, incest, just not keeping marriages holy, man. Adultery. And that's the same spirit over here in America, man. Confusion. That's confusion, man. That's straight confusion. What do you call... Look, you sleep with the mom and the daughter. What do you call yourself? Are you the son-in-law? Are you the fucking daddy-in-law? That's confusion.
Kinda.
That's bugged out.
That's real.
That should be a Edomite joke. That's his uncle. That's the uncle brother. You know, meaning that they dealt. You know, they was family members.
Kinda.
Uncle brother. But now that shit is heavy amongst niggas too.
Yeah, a lot of these niggas, man. You are your father, the devil, man. You doing the same shit as he doing, man. You know.
That's something for y'all. This is
And like that movie, Salaki, what was it? I think it was Eve's Bayou.
Mm-hmm.
He raped the damn daughter and shit, and she went to comfort him. She had that wicked spirit just out there. I think the one sister wanted to comfort him sexually, man. That shit is wicked, man.
Yeah, she was lusting after her father.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
His ass did it. So I can go ahead, man.
Hey, but it shows you what, man. It shows you this perverseness that's throughout this place, man. This is Leviticus 18 and 17. It says, "Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter, neither shalt thou take her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter." So you can't take a woman and her daughter, or you can't take a woman and her grandchildren, man. You see? That's what it's going into. It says, "To uncover her nakedness, for they are her near kinswoman, it is wickedness," man. It is wickedness, man. And the scripture says to put out wickedness out of Israel, man, if that thing is if that thing is done. This is Leviticus 20.
No, keep going.
You want to keep reading that?
Yeah, because it's wickedness, but you put the wickedness out because that vibration spread, man. All right, that shit spreads. Keep going.
It's verse 18. Leviticus 17 and 18.
Oh, you want chapter 17?
Yeah, no, I was in 18.
18.
I was going to jump over to 20.
Keep going to chapter 18. I thought you said Leviticus 17, 18. Shalaki.
Leviticus 18, and you want me to read 17 again?
You can just keep going.
Verse 18. Leviticus 18 and 18. "Neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister to vex her."
See, all you got straight to the point.
Yeah, you want me to start
Start up.
Cut.
Okay.
Start at 6. Start at 5.
Con.
Start.
I started 4. I started 1. Leviticus 18:1. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am Yahweh your power. After the doings of the land of Egypt wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do. And after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do. Neither shall ye walk in their ordinances. And what does Esau do? Esau takes the different cultures and the different bullshit out of Egypt. This is called Egypt all over again, man.
God.
You know? So the things that the ancient Egyptians were doing, man, it's the same things that Esau is doing, man. That's what he implemented here.
Right, times 10. Because ultimately Esau was the ruler of sin.
That's right.
God.
You know, he looked back to the ancient kingdoms and get information on how they ruled and take certain wickedness, but shit, he was the father of that shit. Esau's that ancient nation, so he's mastered it because he had it from the beginning, man. Go ahead.
It says, Ye shall do my judgments and keep my ordinances to walk therein. I am Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, your power. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am Yahweh. None of you shall approach to any that is...
So the opposite, if you don't do these things, then you're abiding death. You know? Death is going to work. That spirit of death is going to reign if you're not following these things, man. That's why I said if we keep the commandments, we shall be abundant. You know, we should live. We should have these blessings. If we don't keep, we're going to go through all type of hell. Not only that, we're going to suffer through sickness. It says the plagues that wasn't even written you're going to have.
God.
All that, following after this wickedness comes with a whole wicked spirit. And also, just the whole vibration of death out there, man. That's why these motherfuckers so demonic and bugged. That's why everybody's a savage these days. You know, everybody's savage. My savage, my savage. Everybody got a fucking, what is it now? A Draco. Everybody got a fucking Draco with a big ass clip. Fucking niggas, man. Can't even aim. Go ahead.
How we say it around my way is tree shooting, man. Everything's safe but the trees, nigga. Nigga shooting nothing but trees, man.
Like trees and little girls, man.
You know?
There's always a little girl in her bedroom.
Right.
But then
All rip shit.
all of that was Crazy K, bro. I just said that. Crazy K, man.
Crazy K. It says Leviticus 18:6. None of you shall approach to any that is near of kin to him to uncover their nakedness. I am Yahweh. The nakedness of thy father or the nakedness of thy mother shalt thou not uncover. She is thy mother, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness.
Mm-hmm. And this is actually a wicked spirit out here in America, man. Alright? When you young and shit, you know, you got younger other people around you, and they have you lusting after shit you shouldn't be lusting after, man. Motherfuckers can come together, family, they looking at their aunties and shit. Because nobody taught them not to do that shit, man. Because they accept it. Hell, these niggas doing it themselves. The generation before them was doing that shit. So now the young niggas got that same wicked spirit floating around them, and now they doing it. Talking about their aunties and shit. They got their father's sister, man. Fucking madness, man.
It's verse 8. It says, the nakedness of thy father's wife shalt thou not uncover. It is thy father's nakedness. You know, motherfuckers desiring their stepmom and shit, man. You know, it ain't my mom. Well, no, it is, man. It's your father's woman, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these wicked niggas desiring their stepmom, they desiring their damn mama, man. Fucking wicked ass people. Damn mama kissing the boy all in his mouth, biting on the damn bottom lip. There was a damn video of that. I mean, a picture of that. Bitch biting on the damn boy bottom lip. Like that, like an intimate kiss, man. That's shit you do to your fucking mate. And it was a meme, somebody said that boy tasting Newports and something, they said Newports and malt liquor. Or some shit like that. They, you know, motherfuckers joked about it, but that shit exists, man. That's part of black culture now, man. These niggas have become Canaanites, man. Y'all are African Americans, man. Y'all follow the ways of Canaan.
Yep. I do me and Hamites.
Y'all are Idumi Hamites, man. African Americans, man.
God.
Because it was the same thing Daniel told these two elders of Israel, man. Based off the wickedness they were committing, based off their deeds, man. It's in the book of Susanna, Shalaki, bear with me.
Where you want to start at?
Yeah, it's like towards the end. What's that, verse 56?
This Susanna 1:56. So he put him aside and commanded to bring the other, and said unto him, O thou seed of Canaan, and not of Judah, beauty have deceived thee, the lust have perverted thine heart.
Perverted thine heart. You turned away thine heart, man. You didn't keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. You turned away from them. So guess what was he called? A Canaanite, man. A damn worker of death. For wickedness sake, he became he was called a heathen, man. That's you black people, man. That's what you are. You are African Americans, man, because you into wickedness, man.
Yeah, what it says lust have fulfilled him, man. Which reminds me of when you said Sodom. It means burning. They was burning in what? They was burning in their lust, man. Which goes to Romans, the first chapter.
Just thick hands, spirit.
You know? Not just for homo, not just for boys, but no, or for goats, but man. for your mama, your father, man, with all the wickedness that they was doing, man.
Adultery. Adultery too.
Okay.
It's back in
Because adultery is technically it's gay, because it says what? You sin another man's nakedness.
That's right.
You feel that?
It's back in Leviticus 18.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna read 8.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna read 8 again. It says, "The nakedness of thy father's wife shalt thou not uncover. It is thy father's nakedness. The nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, or the daughter of thy mother, whether she be born at home or born abroad, even their nakedness shalt thou not uncover." So it don't matter, regardless if y'all have the same father or the same mother. Hey, it's still your sister, man.
Okay.
You know? It says, verse 10, "The nakedness of thy son's daughter or of thy daughter's daughter, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover, for theirs is thy own nakedness," man.
So, your grandchildren.
Yeah, you ain't gonna touch your grandchildren, man.
Okay.
Verse 11, "The nakedness of thy father's wife's daughter, begotten of thy father, she is thy sister, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness." So even if y'all got different mamas, but like I said, y'all got the same father, man, it's still your sister, man. You see? It says, verse 12, "Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister, your auntie. She is thy father's near kinswoman. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister." So it covers both sides, man. Both aunties on your mama and your father's side. "For she is thy mother's near kinswoman. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother. Thou shalt not approach to his wife. She is thy aunt." You see how the Lord is touching all this, man. And America promotes all this madness, man.
Okay. That we do.
In that Jackie Chan movie, you had me wooed on the Foreigner. And you was telling me about it, you know what I'm saying, about, you know, how Jackie Chan moved differently now that he got older. So I checked it out. Well, even in that movie, his nephew, not Jackie Chan nephew, but the dude, his nephew was clapping his wife, man. That's against the law, man. He was uncovering his uncle's nakedness, man. You see? It says, verse 15, "Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy daughter-in-law, she is thy son's wife, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness, man. So it's touching everything, man. You got guys sleeping with they son's deal, man. And vice versa. It's going to get into it. It says, thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. It is thy brother's nakedness, man. You got niggas popping they brother's woman, man.
Mm-hmm. You should have watched Jerry Springer.
Yeah, kind of.
See, this place is full of immorality, man. It's full of perverseness, man. Matter of fact, I'm going to hold that right there. I'm going to jump to Hosea 4:1. It says, hear the word of Yahweh, ye children of Israel, for Yahweh hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land, man. And we're reading the knowledge of the Most High, man. These are the things that you ought not to do, man. It says, verse 2, by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out and blood toucheth blood, man. And that's what got us in the predicament we in, man. The situation we in, man. The false prophets and teachers teaching you madness and bullshit. They strengthening the hand of the evildoers, man. Motherfuckers at church tell you, oh yeah, just get pray to the Lord and God for and ask for guidance in your monetary life, man. But what about the things you shouldn't be doing, man? They ain't admonishing nobody. They ain't rebuking nobody. They ain't telling you that you shouldn't be doing this and that. No, because the churches is full of what? Adultery as well, man.
Okay.
The pastor who's up there teaching, leading the sermon, man, he's clapping Bishop Nathan's wife, man. And Bishop Nathan will fuck around and be his brother or cousin or something, man. All kind of wickedness that's going on throughout this place, man. Especially in black culture, man. Mm-hmm. See, because black culture teaches against what we teach, man. Black culture teaches against all these scriptures, man. That's why the Lord said he has a controversy with the inhabitants in the land, man. Why? Because you're into black culture, man. It says, Leviticus 18 and 16 again, thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. It is thy brother's nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter. Neither shalt thou take her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter to uncover her nakedness, for they are her near kinswomen. It is wickedness.
God. Now you can skip to 24.
Jump down 24. This is verse 24 in Leviticus 18. It says, defile not yourselves in any of these things, for in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. And the land is defiled, therefore I do visit the iniquity thereof upon it, and the land itself vomiteth out her inhabitants.
Right, so that shit defiles the person and the land. So that's a whole wicked spirit that goes out there, man. That's a whole plague that comes with that. There's a whole spirit of death and judgment that got to come with that, man. All right, and that's why the opioid problem is getting worse in America. That's why this flu season is such a bad flu season here. And it's going to get so much worse. That's why the wildfires, the mudslides, the fucking hurricanes, this harsh Arctic cold that just passed down there, all that shit is happening, man.
Earthquakes.
Lord.
Oh, I would say earthquakes, cyclones, anything you can think of is happening. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. The Lord is putting that spirit out there, man. Because you guys are into this wickedness, man. And it's reaching into the heavens now, man. All right? The shit is reaching to the heavens, man.
I'm gonna jump over to the 20th chapter.
I'm all ready to.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 14. Leviticus 20 and 14.
Matter of fact, start up. Start at 10.
Got it. Leviticus 20 and 10. And the man that committed.
It's like start at 7.
Got it. Leviticus 20 and 7. Sanctify yourselves therefore and be ye holy, for I am Yahweh your power.
So it says sanctify yourselves. What does the word sanctify mean? Separate.
Okay.
So the scripture says come out of her, man, that you be not partakers of her sins, man. So you got to come out of this place spiritually in your mind, man. So you got to come out of all this madness, man. All that bullshit that you was taught, man, you got to empty that shit out, man.
Yep.
You know? Now you got to come up the right way. Now you got to go through and being taught correctly. Sanctifying the Most High in your heart, man, as the scripture say. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And ye shall keep my statutes and do them. I am Yahweh which sanctify you.
And how are we sanctified? Through the word, man.
Okay.
Through this knowledge, man.
Okay.
It says, separate them with thy truth. Thy word is true.
Mm-hmm.
John 17:17, roughly paraphrasing. Go ahead, brother.
For everyone that curses his father or his mother shall be surely put to death.
How many motherfuckers do that today, man? Disrespecting their parents, man. You see, and this is the vibration that's set on under the rule of Esau Edom, man. Because he upholds all this, man.
And it used to be a joke that was what crackers did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Niggas just talk like, man, you can't talk about to my mama like these crackers talk. But now look, motherfuckers out of complete order, man. They in that same spirit that they father the devil.
Yep.
So like, yeah, I got a testimony on that. This happened when I was a kid, where I was basically like, you could say like the only chick in that neighborhood. And it was this guy I used to hang out with, you know what I'm saying, back when I was younger, named Travis, which was an Edomite. And he used to talk hella shit to his parents, like, fuck you this, fuck you that, da, da. And he told me, he was like, hey, your parents can't put their hands on you and stuff like that. You can say that to your parents. And my dad, I think he probably overheard it. I forgot how it went, but he was like, you run that shit by me, I'll kill you. And I looked at Pops and I was like, nope. I was like, hey, I will die. I'm not doing that. You do that with your parents, whatever, bro. I ain't doing that with mine. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing that's heavy in, you know, when it comes to these Edomites, man, these other heathens, man, they talk back to their parents and all this other shit. And now you see this shit among niggas now. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't like that hardly at all. Like, I mean, of course it was out there, but it wasn't as heavy as it is today. You know? Like, they get real bold. It's like, yeah, call my parents. I don't give a fuck. They ain't gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, these motherfuckers talking like Edomites. You know what I'm saying? Like,
cussing out the parents, man.
Right.
Like, god damn. Let's see. I was, verse 9. For everyone that curses his father or his mother shall be surely put to death. He have cursed his father or his mother, his blood shall be upon him.
Hey, so for the motherfuckers that's all in these churches, man, you know, of course they don't keep the laws, of course, because all this madness is going on in the church.
Mm-hmm.
But what about these? If the law's done away with, what about these then? You should freely be able to lie with a goddamn dog then, man. You see? You should freely be able to curse your parents.
Mm-hmm.
Because all this is a part of the laws, man. All this is still in effect, man. It's just the Ten Commandments. No, it's more than that, man. It's more than that. It's lucky, bro.
That's because they read the first thing and just stopped after that. Or they don't know the definition of a commandment. Anyway, verse 11. And the man that lieth with his father.
Salakia is 10.
Oh yeah, Salakia. Verse 10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 11. And the man that lieth with his father's wife hath uncovered his father's nakedness. Both of them shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them.
Yep, and you notice it says their blood shall be upon them, man.
Mm-hmm.
So here it is. Hey, it ain't no excuse, man. You're going to die in your sins, man. For all the people that's continuing to do this after you heard the word, man. Because this word is preached to the four corners. It was told to you not to do these things, man.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And if a man lie with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall surely be put to death. They have wrought confusion. Their blood shall be upon them.
And that's the whole thing, man. A man lying with his son's wife, a man that lies with his mother, or a man that lies with his sister, a woman that sleeps with her father, all that, man. It's all confusion, man.
Major.
A man lying with another man's woman, a man lying with an animal, a woman laying down herself with an animal. That's all confusion.
Yeah.
Verse 13, if a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed abomination, they shall surely be put to death, their blood should be upon them. That's all them men with men and women with women. You know what I'm saying? They all deserve death, man. And that's just straight up confusion. Because even if you think about it, if the LGBTQ had their way where it was like, let's say it was men with men only and women with women only, everybody be dead. That lets you know that that's not right, man. That's just straight up confusion.
Right.
It was like, come on now. Fuck, and then y'all get everybody's in fucking denial, man. Y'all got fucking mental issues, man. Y'all got demons on y'all. Like, y'all fucking nuts. Y'all are really fucking nuts. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that actually seen these motherfuckers, they got something really fucking wrong with them. And you can tell, and people want to like, okay, let's not touch that subject, and y'all some soft motherfuckers, man. That's what it is, man. That's what it is, man. Y'all don't got no fucking backbone, man. And number one thing, you don't got this truth, man. Fucking crazy. Demonic ass motherfuckers. With legion of demons on y'all. Anyway, where was I? Salakia. Verse 14. If a man take a wife and her mother, it is wickedness, they shall be burnt with fire, both he and they that were, Salakia, that there be no wickedness among you. So just like that video, you know what I'm saying, with the whole situation, her and what the fuck was it? Her mom's boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, did that whole thing with her when she was young and stuff like that. It said the whole squad should be put to death, man. Fire, burnt to a crisp.
No, I was gonna say that's if it's consenting, man. Cause now, in that situation, she said she was 8.5, man. Well, only that man put to death, man.
Oh God.
Because according to Deuteronomy 22nd chapter, is if somebody rose up and slayed him. You see, she was how can an 8-year-old child defend itself from a grown ass man, man?
God.
So in that case, man, that man's put to death, man.
God.
It's fucking wickedness, man. And that's the whole thing Esau want to push, man. Pedophilia, bestiality, homosexuality, man. All that is what a demented mind state, man. They say, oh, demented people are supposed to be putting crazy homes or something. And all you fucking people is demented, man. Let's get the definition of demented. This is, it says to drive mad, 1540s, probably from Middle French, dementer, from late Latin, dementare, to drive out of one's mind. From stem of Latin demens, out of one's senses, insane, raving, foolish, man. And that's what these people are. They are out of their senses, man. Because what, man? Our senses tell us what, man? Our senses is our morals, man. Our morals is what? According to this word. Peter called it virtues. It says add to your faith virtue, man.
It's morality.
Having morals, man. Knowing what's wrong and what's right, man. Everybody got that sense. Everybody got that sense of what's right and what's wrong, man. Even the heathens has that sense, man. How do I know that? Let's go back to Genesis, man, with Abraham. That king, fuck, I'm mad as hell, I can't remember his name. But that king that took Sarah, man. Hey, he said, why did you bring, when the Lord came to him and told him that, hey, no, that's Abraham's wife. He said, why have you brought this upon me, man? That I have done this. They know that sleeping with another man's wife is wicked, man.
Yeah. It says man was made upright, but his neighbor seduces him, man. So, man do got that moral sense. It takes somebody like the serpent to tell you, no, you should not surely die. It takes a seducer, man. Man was made upright, man, but the way of his neighbor seduced him. It takes another motherfucker to come and put that in your head. Nah, it's all good to do that shit. And that's who Esau Edom is, man.
Yeah, straight to see. Man.
So back in you in Leviticus.
Oh, so like it. I was letting Just verse 15. This is Leviticus chapter 20, verse 15. And if a man lie with the beast, he should surely be put to death, and ye shall slay the beast.
Now I gotta put to death this perfectly good horse, man. This motherfucker got me to where I need to be and everything. Now I gotta put away my goddamn guard dog, man. This is a good ass sheep dog, man. Hey, I let him out. He heard the sheep, man. He do his goddamn thing.
Yeah, because this thing too, Esau come and rape your animals.
That's what I was about to say. Like that's another thing that another story I used to hear all the time when I was out there is that everybody know that a lot of these fucking Edomites, so-called white people, be raping fucking like pets and animals and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And think it's funny. They think this shit is like fucking hilarious.
Like that one movie, Road Trip.
Oh
When
shit!
he came to the door, and that white dude, he had the peanut butter on his pants, and he had put peanut butter basically on his dick to let the dog. Now they didn't show it, of course, man, but they talked about it. They made jokes about it. He put the peanut butter on his dick to let the dog lick it off, man. And that's a big thing he saw. Because another movie just came out recently. I forget what the fuck it was, but the dude he would put peanut butter on his toes and let his dog lick it off his toes.
Shit, man.
And that was a joke because it came up multiple times in the damn movie, man. That's what Esau does. Hell, man, worse than hip hop, man. Lately, it's been a lot of videos been posted by Edomites, of course. Like the bitch saying you need to let the dog lick your pussy and shit. And she was sitting there and she started to let the dog do it and then she cut the video off, man. This is what's pushed out there. And Israelites follow that same trend, man. That bestiality porn, man. Guess what? A lot of that shit is in South America, man. Damn Latin women, man. That's why Esau got certain laws that's loose in those certain lands. So they can go get their rocks off with this weird shit.
They got a whole sheep brothel in England, bro.
Oh shit.
A whole fucking sheep brothel, man.
Yep. In some states in America, it's legal to deal with sheep. I believe it's sheep and lamb.
Yeah, shit blurred out, man. Just like the movie Clerks 2, man. You know what I'm saying? With,
Mexican shit.
they thought,
Mm-hmm.
they thought, I think it was like Kelly or something.
Yep, that was his name.
They thought it was a chick and shit. You know what I'm saying? That was actually a guy, and the dude was having sex with a fucking horse and shit. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like that's how the whole premise of the fucking movie was wrapped around.
But look, what's bugged out is they still ordered entertainment. They thinking it was Kelly with her trusty steed, meaning Kelly, this woman, she was going to deal with this donkey. Yeah, either whether it was a man or woman, they ordered this entertainment to watch an act of bestiality. It just so turned out it was a homo act of bestiality because they both, the man and the damn donkey, both was males. But they all still watched.
Yep. This shit, boy.
And that's the joke. That's funny, yeah. No, man. That shit is wickedness. That shit is wickedness, and you should feel uncomfortable around that shit. And now they got everybody comfortable with the shit, or a certain level of docileness to it, man.
Damn, you took the word out of my mouth. I literally thought that docile.
God, they got a certain level of docileness to it, man. And now they can just run rampant with the shit, man. It's not even weird for them to have trannies come teach your little 5-year-old in school.
Oh my God.
About being a tranny. What does my 5-year-old need to know that shit for? I don't want my 5-year-olds to know that shit. I don't want to know that shit, goddammit. The fuck?
And they came out with a video 2 days ago, which I wanted to do another sit down on, that basically they're making it mandatory to teach gay history in elementary school.
Well, gay history would be 30 years ago. Homosexuals considered to be retards, man. Mm-hmm. On file, on the law, on books, man. They were written down to be mentally challenged. Mm-hmm. Only recently have they took those things off the documents, man. It's no longer considered as a mental condition.
That's fucked up.
Right.
That's the word docile for you. This is late 15th century. It says easily taught. From Italian or French docile, from Latin docilis, easily taught. From docere, to show, teach, cause to know. Originally, make to appear right.
Damn.
Make to
And that's what they doing, man.
To teach bullshit and make you think that it's okay, and your ass just simply follow it, man. How long you simple ones? Well, you follow simplicity, man.
Yep.
And that's simple. When you look up that word simple, means open-mindedness, man.
and what do they say?
Open-minded.
Yeah. When they try to entice, like when a woman trying to entice her friend to be lesbians, or when they try to entice you to go outside your sex preference. Well, you gotta be open-minded. No, like what the fuck? No, nigga.
Yeah, they'll say that, or they'll say, it's like, I'm comfortable with my sexuality. You need to be comfortable with your sexuality. Like,
Hell yeah, I'm comfortable being straight. Yeah, they used to always say that shit.
Yeah.
You gotta be comfortable with your sexuality, man. So now you're so comfortable being straight that you don't mind doing gay stuff. Nigga, that makes you gay. What type of shit is that?
Gay as fuck.
They say be comfortable. If you so straight, you should be comfortable enough being straight that if you did something gay, then it won't make you gay. If you do something gay, you have made yourself gay.
And then they say, well, we just want everybody to be equal, so nobody don't look weird just because it's dude like dudes. But yet you motherfuckers looking weird at me because I'm straight. This whole movement, they trying to do so it can make it look normal. But y'all making these faggots look normal, but then you demonize the ones that's straight.
Making us seem like we're the weird.
We don't have to make you faggots look weird. You already look weird. You fucking 6 feet tall with a blonde weave and a full beard. Nigga, that just looks weird. That's confusion.
Hey, remember we was on the line? The Edomite walked past. It was a big ass Edomite, bro. Now, I mean, this nigga had to be 6'5", 6'6".
Right, yeah.
Big ass Edomite, bro. He got a big ass beard on his face. He big as hell. Goddamn dress on, man. Makeup and shit. Looking at us weird.
Right. He made us. He scoffed at us. Like we was the weirdos.
This is where we at, man.
You the big bearded faggot with a dress.
This the land of confusion for real, man.
That shit is madness.
We was weird. I remember that shit.
Yeah.
That's bug.
These motherfuckers, man. Lil Rock said he had a precept.
Oh, okay.
To verse 15 about the bestiality. This is Exodus 22:19. Whosoever lieth with a beast shall surely be put to death.
And that's plain and straight to the point.
And guess what? That death is coming, man. Right. The second death, man. The Lord has been long suffering, letting you motherfuckers do this wickedness, but He got a death for that ass, man. Mm-hmm. Like it said that if now Leviticus 20:14, if a man take a wife or her mother, it is wickedness, they should be burned with fire. Mm-hmm. All right, both he and they, there should be no wickedness among you. Guess what? That fire is the prescription, man, to the lust of Sodom. All right, so guess what? Now, all these things is acts of sodomy, man. And the Lord is about to come punish this place with that fire, man.
Sure.
Yeah, more right, Council.
Let's see. Point was 14.
Yeah, keep going. 16. Keep going.
Yeah, 16. Leviticus 20:16. And if a woman approach unto any beast and lie down thereto, thou shalt kill the woman and the beast. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood should be upon them. Excuse me.
So the same judgment.
Yep.
Same judgment, man.
Yep.
You know?
So men lie with beasts, they both gotta be killed. Women with beasts, they both gotta be killed, man. And I'll be mad as fuck. Like, damn, I got a nice cow right here and everything. And this motherfucker came over here and fucking raped my cow and shit. Now I gotta put my fucking cow to death, and then I gotta kill this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck?
Damn, yo cow. Yeah.
God damn. And I could have been like, you know, the cow could have been full grown. You about to sell the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like money and shit.
Using him to plow your land.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Cooking, all type of shit. Now you can't even cook his ass.
You can't even cook.
And now you got these motherfuckers doing it in the name of what they call science, man.
Right, beating the damn horses off and shit.
They beat the horses off, man.
I was just thinking about that. Because instead of letting these animals just fuck, like nature intended, they beat the animals off and they can artificially inseminate.
Yep.
Instead of just letting them pop each other. Like, what the fuck?
And the way they do the bull is so bugged out, man.
All up his butt.
Bro, they take a big ass rod, stick it up his ass so for him to ejaculate, man. They got the fucking whales in captivity. They beating off the goddamn whales and dolphins and shit, man.
Gotta die, bro.
It's so weird though. Freddy got fingered. Alright?
Yeah, I heard
that movie, if I'm not mistaken, Tom Green drove by and saw them doing that, beating off a horse. He went over there playing around with his dick and all type of shit. Hey, episode of Jackass, and they drank the damn horse sperm. This is the spirit of America, man. And you niggas are following after this shit, man. Cause all this stuff is counted as equal wickedness, man. So if you pop in your homie's woman, or you pop in your brother's woman, you pop in it's not cousin, that's okay. You pop in your auntie, your near kins, adultery, all that shit is counted as that nigga on Jackass drinking that damn horse sperm, man.
Okay. Because it's all confusion.
It's all confusion. It's all sodomy, man. Burnt lust. So you're gonna be burned up. Keep going.
It says, verse 17. It says, and if a man shall take his sister, his father's daughter, or his mother's daughter, and see her nakedness, and she see his nakedness, it is a wicked thing, and they shall be cut off in the sight of their people. He hath uncovered his sister's nakedness, he shall bear his iniquity. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, I heard stories of that too, man. You know what I'm saying? Women's like, yeah, you know, my brother did this to me when I was young, or this or that, or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's the spirit that's out there in America, man. They don't teach to separate clean from unclean.
Kind of.
I got a couple. Can hey, Baba Kashad, can you find the Lord mingle the perverse spirit? Just type in mingle, M-I-N-G-L-E-D. This is Job 30:1. It says, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs in my flock. Why is that, man? Because he's talking about you goddamn Edomites, man. In Genesis the 25th chapter, it says what? The elder shall serve the younger. So when it says those that are younger than I, it means those that are beneath us, man. You know? Those that's insignificant, like the brother said. And guess what? I'm going to jump down to verse 9. It says, and now am I their song, yea, I am their byword. How is that? Because they're in power, man. They're in the ruler's seat. So now they looking at me, because I don't do that shit, like it says in 1 Peter 4. Now they looking at us strange, because we don't run to the same excess of riot, right? Mm-hmm. Why is that? This is Sirach 10:2. It says, as the judge of the people is himself, which is Esau Edom currently, right? So are his officers. So are the people that's in the place of authority, man. They got that perverse, wicked ass spirit upon them. It says, in what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein, man. So that's why this place is full of perverseness, man. It's full of confusion. And that's exactly what this place is called. Babel, man, Babylon. Why? Because of the man of confusion is ruling, man. Then the Lord tell the serpent that dust thou shalt eat all the days of thy life. That dust represents what? Confusion. This devil don't fucking know what he's doing, man.
Definitely don't.
Go ahead, bro.
There's Isaiah 19:14. Yahweh have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggered in his vomit.
Mm-hmm. And that spirit that's mingled across is what? The spirit of Esau Edom, man. His vibration is across the whole world, man. His vibration is across the whole world, man. That's why you got motherfuckers in Bangladesh, man. You got these goddamn Elamite, Ishmaelite motherfuckers, man, dressed up like the fucking belly dancer women, man. Mm-hmm. They got glitter all on their eyes and shit, and all kind of makeup and shit, man.
It's like Thailand. You know that transsexual been huge over there for the longest. All right, but that's because that's one of Esau's trick-off spots, man. He put that spirit out there. All right, he put that spirit out there, man. They go to in that one movie, was it On Bok 2?
Yep. Damn, I thought about that.
On Bok 2.
No.
To protect her.
Protector. Kind of. Yep.
Protector. The woman was a man in the movie the whole time. It wasn't even a woman.
Yeah.
And they even said it like your father been shaming you, but that's what Esau does, man. That's one of his trick off spots, man.
Hey, what's the movie? What was it, like 4 or 5 friends? They was drunk as hell. They left him on top of the roof.
Vague Hangover.
The Hangover. Now the second one, they was in Thailand, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
shit.
was lady boys and shit, and dude was like he got popped by the fucking lady boy, man, and all that
Right,
bullshit,
the
man.
stripper.
Yeah.
Because that's popular over there. That's what Esau go to Thailand to do. They leave certain laws open in certain countries. They can go to these spots to deal with the men, to go to these spots to deal with little boys, to go to these spots to deal with animals. That's how Esau set the shit up, man. And these damn heathens and niggas follow right along. Because somebody got to be the one that's the bitch that's sucking this horse dick with this dude, and that's that Brazilian bitch. Some gook in Thailand, which is probably a nigga, because there's a lot of niggas up in Thailand too, man. All right, some Japhite or gook or nigga had to go along and become the damn trainee. All right, just like in America, all these damn niggas, you can't even drive a fucking Halsted after a certain time at night, because you're gonna see only trannies out there, man.
Yeah, man.
On a certain part of Halsted, man.
70s. What?
Right, yeah, it's between the 60s to like 79th, basically 75th or some shit, man. At nighttime, just don't drive up there, because you're gonna be vexed and the whole way through, man.
God.
I mean, groups of them out there.
Yeah.
Groups of these motherfuckers, man.
Shoot, you could catch them all the way on 95th, 99th, man.
Hey, like the sons of Belial, man.
Mm-hmm.
How they came and knocked on the door looking
That's
for that
how they
Levite,
be, hell
man.
yeah.
That's how them niggas be out there, man.
Groups of flocks. Not just a few either, man.
Shit.
I remember one day we drove the street screaming. We was driving like, what's the man?
That's why I said 95th and 99th,
We
bro.
drove up screaming and get away quick as hell, man.
God.
I remember that shit.
Because that's why I mentioned 99. We pulled up so late, and this dude came up, and he like was putting on makeup and lipstick.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one too, yeah.
That's the one I was talking about. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he was driving right next to us. He putting on, he transformed into a woman. I put in air quotes for it because that nigga still a nigga, just a weirdo.
And a lot of these motherfuckers be these gang banging drill head niggas.
Because
during the day they all, yeah, what's up, Joe? Then at night them motherfuckers.
I had to sit down. It's funny. I had to sit down and doing it, man. Because gang banging, a big culture gang banging is homosexuality, man. Because that's what it was with the Sons of Belial, man. Yes, they popped a woman. They gang raped that woman. But really, what they want to do? They wanted that man.
That's right.
These niggas are these tough ass gang bangers, man. Like the one nigga, it's a video on YouTube, man. I think you can type in y'all mind if I vibe out or wild out some shit, and you will see it. These niggas pull up, and now they say, he said, what y'all want? He's a drug dealer. He's a drug dealer. They knew he was a fag. So they say, no, we don't want nothing. We just want to see if you heard this in the mixtape. They were supplying, play this music. They in New Orleans, so they got that booty music, whatever it's called and shit. So the nigga, he big ass thing, come on, what y'all want, what y'all need? Like, I got it, trying to sell drugs. Like, no, let's check this new song out. So they playing, he's standing there normal like a dude, he enjoying it like a dude, Then he say, y'all mind if I vibe out? Or wild out, forget what he said. And he turned around, he started twerking like a man. Like a woman, Slocky. Yeah. Put his hands on the thing, like, gotta cut this shit off. Not what the fuck I expected. This shit took a crazy turn.
Yeah.
This nigga was just selling drugs. Now he's shaking his ass. Damn.
Because you wouldn't expect it, bro.
You don't expect it.
And it just turned real, it went to 0 to 100 real quick. Like real shit.
He said, y'all mind if I vibe out? He said, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, they thinking he finna probably, you know what I'm saying, get down and shit,
you
know what I'm saying?
Dance, not some
Thought he was finna crunk, do some shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
This nigga get the twerking, man.
These niggas don't need death, man. They need that fire.
I got a precept real quick. This Isaiah 5 and 20. Mm-hmm. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, that's how America is, man. it's all flipped upside down. Like the brother said, you know what I'm saying? That little fucking tall gay motherfucker that went past the camp, looking at us like we fucking weird and shit. It's like, nigga, you're the fucking weird one.
Bro.
Yo, you evil ass, demonic ass motherfucker is the evil one. You looking at me like I'm evil.
I was in the motherfucking dollar store grabbing some water and shit. There was a long line, only one checkout line, man. And I'm sitting, so I'm standing there like, man, and it's a training. It's just checking out. I'm like, I don't want this guy to scan my water. I think I want to touch it. Right. I'm like, this is bad. A bunch of faggots probably touch this water, whatever. But then it's like, damn, still this vex. Like, I don't want this dude to do it. So now let's get a picture of him giving me my change back and how it felt my money was gonna be, even though the money been passed along. I ain't see the shit. I ain't see the fact that they had the money in the hand 3 people before me, man. So I was finally saying, like, we finna leave, you know? Fuck this shit. We just gonna leave. As we leaving out, this nigga, because he sees what's happening, he say, oh, really? Like I'm weird for not wanting to do the training. Motherfucker says, oh, really?
Yeah, man.
What the fuck? You weird, man. I don't want that shit. I don't want that. I want my money to turn gay, man. Wake up, I got purple money and shit.
But no, like that. I had an incident happen to me. It's the White House is over here across the tracks on Western, past 95th and Western, and I went in there to get some food. And the thing is, I wasn't paying attention at first. I'm ordering this and that, and I'm seeing back there the workers that's in there. I was like, is that a motherfucking transvestite? Are you fucking serious? And I ordered my food and paid for it already. Like, shit, what the? It was just vexing, man. Just seeing a fucking whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? Back there with the food and shit.
I got a precept for somebody. This is Isaiah 59, God damn. This is Isaiah 59 and 11, man. We roar like bears and mourn sore like doves. We look for judgment, but there is none, for salvation, but it is far off from us. For our transgressions are multiplied before thee, and our sins testify against us. For our transgressions are with us, and as for our iniquities we know them. And transgressing and lying against the Lord, and departing away from our power, speaking oppression and revolt, conceiving and uttering from the heart words of falsehood. And judgment is turned away backward, and justice standeth afar off. For if truth is fallen in the street, and equity cannot enter. That's America, man. It was straight wickedness out here. Now the Lord is blessed where the prophets are waking up. But shit, look at all the wickedness. It's still more wickedness, more people in wickedness than in the truth. Ain't nobody executing judgment in the seat of authority in this world, man. So we're fucking sad. We sigh and cry about these abominations, man. All right, verse 15. Yea, truth faileth, and he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey, because it is more wicked motherfuckers out here than in righteous. So when you turn to the truth, now we the prey. We the wrongs. We the weirdos, man. They want to scoff against us. We supposed to be out there showing them their transgressions. They out there showing us that we transgressing they shit, man. What do you mean you straight? You motherfuckers, you going off, you wicked nigga. What? That's how they are to us, man. Like Proverbs say, man. The just look at the wicked as abominable, and they look at us as an abomination, man. They both look at each other as disgusting things. They actually are the disgusting one.
This place is like the movie Idiocracy, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, the guy in there, he was really I guess you could say like a smart person. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else was just fucking idiots, but they was looking at him like he was fucking weird. Like, you know, you're supposed to water the grass with water. These motherfuckers just watering the grass with Gatorade and shit.
Mm-hmm. They ain't doing water, right?
You know what I'm saying? They said it's electrolytes.
And then he said, well, why don't you use water? They said, the things that's in the toilet? They looked at him stupid, like, yeah, what do you mean?
They didn't drink it, yep, they didn't do none of it.
Because here he is now, mind you, because he was frozen in time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
God.
So that shows you Esau's plan, man, because he was an average dude during the regular time when he was born. He was like, had a low IQ.
Yeah.
I think he was a janitor or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in the time that he was born, he was considered stupid. So now that he was frozen in time for however long, and then when he woke up, now he was the smartest man in the world, man. Because it shows Esau's dumbing down process, man.
Yeah.
Esau is slowly but surely dumbing these people down, generation after generation, man.
Now we at that height now, man. We at that height now.
God damn, hell yeah, man. And it's so fast because, like, we only been on, this earth, this lifetime for, like, a short period of time, but we see how dumb motherfuckers got so fast. Like, god damn, you niggas are dumb as shit. You know what I'm saying?
They did, because
the things we was learning in 5th grade, 6th grade, they teaching it in high school. And it's like, nigga, I was going, what?
Yeah,
these motherfuckers, they don't know what exponents is, none of that shit. They don't go over that shit like
that shit crazy, man.
I'm gonna keep going. This yea, truth felleth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey, and the Lord saw it, and it displeased him, and there was no judgment. So there was no judgment going out here, man. So the Lord is pissed about this, man.
That's right.
In fact, let me read this. Isaiah 24. I'm going to hit 4 and skip down. I'm going to hit 4 and read something and skip down. I'm going to hit 3. Shit. Yeah. The land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for Yahweh has spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The halted people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. And how is it defiled, man? Because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Now we read in Leviticus 18 and 20, what defiles the land, man? Not separating the clean from the unclean, man.
Yep.
Doing these abominations. That shit defiles the land. Okay. And now the whole earth is defiled, man. Alright? So what's left? Death. Therefore have the curse defiled the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the heavens of the earth are burned, and few men are left. So that's the only option, man. You motherfuckers gotta be fucking nuked. Isaiah 20, now I'm gonna skip down. Isaiah 24 and 18. And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit. And he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For the windows from on high are open, and the foundation of the earth do shake. So them nukes are finna come down, man. Hey, them windows, the sky's gonna be cracked open, man. Them cherries are coming and them nukes are coming, man. Alright, their death is gonna come from above. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. The earth gonna shake. One of them motherfucking nukes. The earth gonna be all over the place, man. And shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish, that Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, man, shall punish the host of the higher ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth, man.
Yep. Yep.
And that's coming soon.
That's right, man. Lord's gonna destroy this place, man.
Man. But yeah, man. Damn. Yeah, that sums up everything we was talking about, man. Like these wicked niggas, man, they gonna get destroyed by the end of the day. There's no escaping it, man.
You still have the Leviticus?
Leviticus 20?
Mm-hmm.
You want them to skip down?
No, to read verse 18. And then you can skip down to
Unclean.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Leviticus 20 and 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Let's do it. Alright.
Because this is something that goes rampant in black culture as well, man.
That's spirit, yeah.
This Leviticus chapter 20 verse.
All this same stuff is counted as a disgusting thing, man. Go ahead.
That's right.
Leviticus chapter 20 verse 18. And if a man shall lie with a woman having her having her sickness, and shall uncover her nakedness, he have discovered her fountain, and she have uncovered the fountain of her blood.
So it let you know what that sickness was, man.
Right. Period.
That's right.
In fact, there was a joke. This is a long time ago. This is when Comic View used to come on, man. And the nigga was telling a joke about dealing with a bitch, and she was like, she wanted him to fuck on her period. And then the bitch say, he didn't want to do it at first. So the bitch say, don't act like you ain't never had a hot dog with ketchup on it.
Oh.
So this is what they do, man. That's a big part of black culture, man.
Yeah, that is.
It's
that shit.
a brother posted it in a group me. I want to say a couple months back, but it was a fucking YouTube video. And I think it was like a vegetarian vampire or some shit.
Oh,
I saw that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So the nigga was a vampire.
Yeah.
He didn't want to kill people no more. So he was trying to figure out what to do.
Mm-hmm. So the long story short, man, he got him a bitch. He was in the grocery store. He seen a bitch in the aisle buying tampons. Pretty much, that's how he got his blood, man.
Yeah.
Fucking sickness, man.
And that was a video made to be funny. That shit was disgusting, man.
Kind of. And like the brother said, man, that's real big in black culture, man. And them niggas, I'ma just keep it fucking raw and uncut, man. Like, motherfuckers that talk about going down on a girl, you know what I'm saying? And they call that shit getting your red wings.
Yep,
and shit.
red wings, yep.
You know what I'm saying? That shit's fucking nasty, man.
That shit is fucking sick, man.
And niggas like love that shit, man. It's bugged out. I used to hear that shit all the time in the fucking world. Like, yeah, man, you need to fuck a girl on a period. Like, what the what?
Yeah, they say
like, even back
it's
then.
so much wetter. No, fuck that.
No,
That shit
bro.
is disgusting, bro.
Here it is. We ain't supposed to eat the blood. Period.
Right. Oh my god.
Period.
They gonna eat the blood, period.
Oh God.
But no, real shit though.
But let alone that, man. Like, dude, like, that's a fucking menstruation cycle. You know that happens to cleanse out all the. Oh my God, man. Keep reading, brother. This shit is sick, man. It's sick. It should turn your fucking stomach, man.
That's why you niggas is counted as heathens, man. Y'all don't separate the clean from unclean. That goes to the Baruch 6th chapter. How the Lord talked about them having their idols, man. And then these people allow all this wickedness. They didn't have no separation. That's the confusion. Nothing is separate. Here you go. The Lord set it up. When you know the order things. You deal with a woman and you deal with your woman. But these motherfuckers want to deal with animals. They want to deal with men. They want to deal with all type of shit. They want to just mingle, man. That perverseness, man. That's what when you go into confusion, it goes into that mixing, man. They don't separate clean from unclean. Go ahead, brother. Salakia.
You jump down to 22, bro.
Well, what's the next verse say?
The next verse saying, thou shalt not cover the next.
Because I'm going to go through the same thing read in Leviticus 18. Can you skip down, Bobby?
Right. Can I finish off 18 real quick?
Mm-hmm.
And both of them shall be cut off from among their people. You said skip down to
22.
22?
Sick.
Yeah, kind of. Leviticus 20 and 22. Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgments and do them, that the land whither I bring you to dwell therein spew you not out.
Mm-hmm. And now we across the four corners. So now the whole earth is defiled, man. The earth is finna spew out the inhabitants thereof, like we read in Isaiah.
And ye shall not walk in the manners of the nation which I cast out before you, for they committed all these things, and therefore I abhorred them.
You shall not do none of these things, man. Go ahead, bro.
Goddamn. But I have said unto you.
That's why Jeremiah 10 and 2 says what? Learn not the way of the heathen, man.
Kind of specific commandment. But I have said unto you, ye shall inherit their land, and I will give it unto you to possess it, a land that floweth with milk and honey. I am Yahweh, your power, which have separated you from other people.
Right, separate. That's we're to be different, man.
Oh, okay. Ye shall therefore put difference between clean beasts and unclean, and between unclean fowls and clean, and ye shall not make your souls abominable by beast, or by fowl, or by any manners of living thing that creepeth on the ground, which I have separated from you as unclean. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, Yahweh, am holy, and have severed you from other people, that ye should be mine.
We're to be completely separated from how these people are, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're to live according to these laws, as Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Shas holy. We should be holy. That's the mindset we take, man.
Okay.
We separate the clean from unclean, man, right from wrong.
Good.
Got something to back you up? It's 1 Peter 1 and 14. 13. It says, wherefore gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahweh Shah Mashiach. As obedient children, obedient to what? To the things that the Lord just told us, right? It says, as obedient children, not fashioning yourselves according to the former lusts in your ignorance, how we used to live, because we always Gentiles, we always living like heathens, man. You know, so not fashioning ourselves after the ways of the Gentiles, man, after the ways of the heathens. It says, verse 15, but as he which hath called you is holy, so be ye holy in all manner of conversation, misconduct. You ought not to do the things that the Lord hate, as the scripture said. It says, because it is written, be ye holy, for I am holy, man. So it's letting you know who Peter is writing unto, the same people that Leviticus was wrote to. Because they were the only ones that be ye holy, be ye separate as the Lord is, man. You know?
This is 2 Corinthians 6:17. Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you.
That's it.
And will be a father unto you. That go to obedience, man. Obedient children, touch no unclean thing, you know. And will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith Yahweh Almighty, man. All right. Says the Lord Almighty. Adawan Shadia. Got something, man?
Got something, man?
Yeah, this is Romans 6. It's Romans 6 and 14. It says, for sin shall not have dominion over you, for ye are not under the law, but under grace. What then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? God forbid. Because Romans 3 and 31 says we established the law, man. Because sin is the transgression of the law, right? It says, verse 16, know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey, his servants ye are to whom ye obey, whether of sin unto death or of obedience unto righteousness, man. So we're called unto obedience, man. It says, but the Most High be thanked that ye were the servants of sin. We was bound to our sins, obeying that madness, right? But ye have obeyed from the heart that form of doctrine which was delivered unto you. So now we're delivered out of the snare of the wicked one, man. So now we delivered out of that Edomite mindset. You see? Because it says what? That we was servants unto sin. That's who we was obeying. We was obeying the lust of the flesh. The same thing that Esau does, man. That's what the Lord told him when he was Cain. If thou doest right, should thou not be accepted? But if thou doest wrong, then sin lieth at the door, man. It says, verse 18, Romans 6 and 18. It says, being then made free from sin, because through Yahweh Shai, man, we have a repentance from all those things, man. All that madness that we used to do, man. That's why Yahweh Shai sacrifice, man. That's why this gospel we preach is of the utmost importance, man. Because through Yahweh Shai, man, we have that way back, man. Through Yahweh Shai, we have that forgiveness. It says, being then made free from sin, ye became the servants of righteousness. I speak after the manner of men, because of the infirmity of your flesh. For as ye have yielded your members servants to uncleanness and to iniquity unto iniquity, even so now yield your members servants to righteousness unto holiness, man. And that's the what, man? They touch not the unclean thing, and the Lord will receive us, man.
And what is that scripture? I mean, I can't they say that I can get it verbatim. Basically, you should separate the clean from the unclean, and them that serve the Lord and them that serve not the Lord.
Malachi 3.
That's
I got a precept.
I think it's the last verse. Malachi 3, last verse.
discern. That's what it is. Discern. Okay, Con, that's cool. You go ahead.
Oh, me? This Sirach 15 and last verse 20. He had commanded no man to do wickedly, neither have he given any man license to sin. And that's the thing, man. He didn't give us a license to sin at all. We got to study the righteous acts, man. We got to apply the things that we learn. You know what I'm saying? Not hearers only, but doers also. You know?
Shall I get my pepper 18?
No, we can't do that.
No, you got some here.
This is Malachi 3
Start at 17.
and 17. And they shall be mine, saith Yahweh of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels, and I was spare them as a man spareth his own son that served him. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth Yahweh and him that serveth him not.
Kyle, so as priests, as men of the Lord, we're to separate the clean from unclean. We're to have that righteous judgment, man. Something that is slack in this present evil world, man. And that's why the Lord is about to come and destroy these people, man. That's Ephesians, I believe, the 2nd chapter. It says the spirit of the prince of the power of the air, of which caused the wrath of the Lord has come upon the children of disobedience, man. That's why this wrath is coming, because they are following the ways of the heathen instead of being separate, man.
This is Ezekiel 44 and 23, because the brother said, as us being priests, we should do what? This is what we should do. This is Ezekiel 44 and 23. And they shall teach my people. Who was the they? Now back then, that's when this was written, it was talking about the Levites. But now we're all made priests through what? The order of Melchizedek, man. It says, and they, the priests, who we all are priests now, right? All us that's called into this thing. And they shall teach my people the difference between the holy and profane, and cause men to discern between the unclean and the clean. And that lines up with that Malachi, man. Because that's how you gonna know who's serving the Lord and who's not, man. 1 John the 4th chapter. He that heareth us is of the can we get it? I want to butcher it. 1 John 4 and 6. Can you get that from me, brother?
This is Malachi 2 and 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth, for he is the messenger of Yahweh of hosts.
And that's it, man. Our job is of the utmost importance, man, because the people gonna come to us seeking different judgments, man. Mm-hmm. And we gotta have the wisdom and the discernment to judge righteous judgment. Because there's gonna be a whole influx of people coming in, man. People who's fresh out the world, man. That's why King Solomon prayed. He didn't pray for riches, man. He didn't pray for women. He didn't pray for whatever the fuck, man. He prayed for wisdom, man. He prayed for wisdom to do what? To judge and guide the people in righteousness, in equity. The word equity means uprightness, man. That's what we should be praying and asking how about Shami al-Shah for, man. To judge according to his mind, man. To judge righteous judgment. How are we going to judge according to his mind? By being occupied in these scriptures, man. It says, who have known the mind of the Most High, but we have the mind of Yahweh Shai, man. And Yahweh Shai said, all the things that the Father have told me, I have made known unto you, man. I call you no more servants, but I call you friends, man. Because a servant know not what his master doeth, man. The Lord has revealed unto us the things pertaining unto this life, man. How to walk, how to live, how to judge.
First John 4 and 6, come.
Mm-hmm.
This 1 John chapter 4 verse 6. We are of Yahweh. He that knoweth Yahweh heareth us. He that is not of Yahweh heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error.
And that's it, man. That's how we know the spirit of truth and the spirit of error, man. Isaiah 8 and 20, to the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, is because there is no light in them, man. There's men on this planet who's holding the light. There's men on this planet who's sitting in Yahweh Shai's seat, man. No matter how bugged out niggas is, then who won't sit there? Fuck you, nigga. There are men who are in Yahweh Shai's stead here on this planet.
That's a dumb. If you can't get that, it's just because if our gospel is here, this here is turning up dying. That's perishing.
Right. That's right.
Because the church is the body of Yahweh Shai. So what the fuck does that mean to you? Who have the mind of the Lord? We have the mind of Yahweh Shai. Come on, man.
God. And also, you know, he said, can you read that again?
Salaki, Isaiah 8:20.
No, I had quoted it. I read it.
Oh, Salaki.
No, I got you, bro. This is Isaiah, the 8th chapter.
This guy saying they sing the seat of Yahweh Shai. We are the body of Yahweh Shai. We make up, the elect make up the fullness of the body of Yahweh Shai. We bring forth his judgments, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking niggas.
This is Isaiah 8:20. It says, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
And the thing that started this whole thing off is this lady that got doing her so-called, you know, testimony or whatever, and in front of the black church, man. And what do, man? They just start playing music instead of hitting them scriptures like we did. You know what I'm saying? They just go on with the music and shit like it's the fucking Oscars. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, time to, disperse and this and that. Okay, stop doing this. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucking madness and confusion, man. It's dealing with the fucking problem. That's all I wanted to say. You know what I'm saying?
Brother, anything else?
Nothing.
So, hopefully with, this edifying, and with that, first and foremost, all praises, honor, glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
Double honors to the apostles. Shout out to you brothers doing this thing with sincerity, truth, and with charity. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakah Kodash, Barakatam. Shalom.
Shalom.
Ball.
About